to Newcastle Fieldhouse and the City Securities Boys Hall of Fame Classic. Hi, everybody. I'm Howard Kellman. I'll call the play-by-play. Dave Nicholson provides the color commentary. This should be a great day of basketball.
Well, it's going to be a great day. In the second game this morning, we're going to have number 1 and number 2 in the state in Bloomington North and New Albany. And in this first game, 2 outstanding programs with the Noblesville Millers and the Newcastle Trojans. It's going to be a great day. If you're a basketball fan in Indiana, you don't want to miss it.
Okay, and we'll have more after these words.
This game is brought to you by McCool's Flooring Outlet, Steak and Shake, Indiana Business College, Reed Buick Pontiac, Watson, ITT Technical Institute, Ovation Audio Video Specialist, Indiana State University, Palmer Dodge Hyundai, Arturo's Italian Restaurant, Dugan Chevrolet Pontiac, Fifth Third Bank, Steel Parts Credit Union, Motorcycles of Indianapolis, AAA, and Reynolds Farm Equipment.
Welcome back to Newcastle Fieldhouse. And Dave Nicholson, let's focus in and zero in on this first game, Noblesville and Newcastle.
Okay, and let's take a look at the Noblesville Millers and the key players for them. Number 23, Chris Hartley, a 4-year letterman, a 3-year starter, 6'5" senior. And the other key player, Darren Monk, he started as a sophomore, number 45, and Darren is a 6'3" senior forward. The starting lineup for Noblesville, number 3 at guard, Adam Taylor. Number 24, Chad Groves at guard. In the center, number 42, the junior, Jared Bozier. And at forward, number 23, Chris Hartley. And the other forward, Darren Monk, number 45. Keys to the game for the Millers today. They've got to handle the ball safely. They've turned it over way too many times this year. They average 17 errors per ball game, and I know Coach McCullough is very upset about that. Right combination. He has 9 seniors on this ball club, and he sorted through it, and he's got to find the right combination today that's playing well together. And 3, he's got to get into the Newcastle's bench because Noblesville has a much deeper bench than does Newcastle. Now let's take a look at the key players for Newcastle. Bruce Horan, number 3. He's a 6'4", outstanding shooting guard for the Trojans. And Nate Minyard, he's a 6-foot senior guard, number 40. And now the Motorcycles of Indianapolis wants you to get revved up for the starting lineup for the Newcastle Trojans. Number 3, Bruce Horan at guard. The other guard, number 10, Nate Minyard at guard. They actually start a 3-guard lineup. Number 11, Anthony Turner in the middle. They'll have number 40, Ben Smith, listed at forward, and number 50, Alan Lyon at center. The keys to the game for Newcastle, they've got to execute on offense. Noblesville plays a very good defense and a lot of changing defenses. They've got to stay out of foul trouble. Again, stay away from their bench because Noblesville's much deeper than they are. And they've got to handle the changing defenses of the Millers. Everything from a half court to a full court press. And that's your keys and your key players, and we'll be back with the opening tip in just a moment.
Back at Newcastle Fieldhouse, and there's the Noblesville School facts. Enrollment, 1,737 students. Nicknamed the Millers. They play in the Hoosier Crossroads Conference. They have a record of 6-2. They've won 4 in a row. They're in Class 4A. And Hall of Fame members, one coach, the man to my right, the great Dave Nicholson. And their head coach is Dave McCullough. Now Newcastle, enrollment of 1,074. The Trojans, the nickname. The North Central Conference, a record of 7-2. They too are in Class 4A. Hall of Fame members, 3 coaches, 12 players, 1 resident. All right, we are ready to go. Dave Nicholson in the first game today, Noblesville and Newcastle.
Interesting, they're going to have a guard, Bruce Horan, jump for Newcastle. And of course, Jared Bozier is the center for Noblesville. Howard, his dad played for me.
Bozier at 6'7", Horan at 6'4". The tip is controlled by the Millers. Indiana State sponsors the opening tip-off, the way college is supposed to be. From the baseline, the jumper by Darren Monk is good, and it's 2-0 Noblesville here in the opening moment.
Didn't take long for the Millers to get going, and they come out with a full court man-to-man press and stay man-to-man on the half court.
Nate Minyard has the ball, working against Taylor. Minyard recovers.
Thought he traveled there. He scooted with the ball.
Somehow gets it away. And the shot won't go by Smith. And Bozier rebounds.
6'7" center brings the ball up. Kind of unusual.
Noblesville ball. This is Groves. And banking it home is Jared Bozier. He's averaging 8.3 a game.
The unique about that, that's a right-handed shot. He's a left-hander.
Oh.
So he went to his weak hand there to make that bank shot.
We're a minute into the game, and the Millers lead the Trojans 4-0.
Newcastle's going to see a lot of different defenses today. They press half court, full court, they zone, and they man.
This is Turner. Anthony Turner all the way, and he's got it, and he's fouled. It counts in a foul. And he's a 5'9" junior.
What a great individual effort that was by Anthony Turner. You're going to see the replay. Goes with his left hand, switches over to his right, splits the defenders, and puts it off the glass while drawing contact. Great move.
Turner, a 5'9" junior, a 75% free throw shooter, and he completes the three-point play.
One thing we should point out, Newcastle was a much better shooting free throw than Noblesville. You pointed out quite clearly, even to Coach McCullough before the game. No, I think I was the one to point that out.
Yes, I think you were.
But I gave you credit.
Nice ball movement, and the bucket by Chris Hartley, who's averaging 19 a game. And the Millers have hit their first 3 shots from the floor.
Great give and go there by Hartley.
Ball knocked out of bounds. It's 6-3 Noblesville. 6:22 left in the first quarter. Our officials are Greg Holloway, Dick Modricker, and Bill Meyerrose.
Fans at home are getting a good idea about how intense Noblesville plays defense right now.
Smith, and Ben Smith drains the 3. He is now 19 of 36 in three-point land this year, Dave.
He's a 6'6" forward. He steps out behind that line and does it very well.
The game is tied at 6. This is Groves with a cross-court pass to Hartley. Groves, work it right corner to Taylor, way off the mark.
Got a man out front.
Smith rebounds, and an excellent defensive play by Taylor.
Came back and made up for that air ball by getting an interception real quickly.
Hartley, it's a 2 and it's good, and Chris has his second field goal, 8-6 Millers.
Chris is a 4-year letterman and a 3-year starter, and started a little bit as a freshman in 19 points a game, so he's a good scorer for the Millers.
Work the ball down low, and the short jump by Smith is no good, but he's fouled.
I think Jared Bozier is going to pick that foul up, the big 6'7" center. Watch it here. And you see Smith, a little more experienced player, take it right into Bozier. And this is Bozier's first year in varsity, but he's a great shot blocker. If you look at him when you get a chance, Jared Bozier, number 42 for Noblesville, he has extremely long arms, and he's very good at blocking the shot.
Athletes Chiropractic wants to get you back in peak performance by providing specialized chiropractic care. That's 774-8780. Athletes Chiropractic.
Ben Smith knocked in both free throws to tie it up hard, and they come out in a 1-3-1 trapping half-court zone defense.
And Athletes Chiropractic located in Noblesville.
Travel.
Traveling is the call as Chad Groves makes his move.
That was an easy call.
We're tied at 8, and we have 5:15 to go in the first quarter. And a steal. Taylor. Monk. Back outside, Hartley.
I watched Newcastle practice yesterday morning. They spent a long time working against Noblesville's full court press. They knew it was coming.
Hartley all the way for the basket, and Chris has 3 field goals, 6 points. It's 10-8 Noblesville. The Millers are 5 of 6 from the field here in the early going. This is Bruce Horan. It's a 3 for Bruce Horan.
Bruce Horan is an outstanding shooter. He's already signed to go to Butler next year, and as I understand, he will redshirt next year and then play 4 years at Butler.
It's Noblesville ball. It's 11-10. Newcastle. Work it inside, and that will count a foul for Jared Bozier.
Nice put up there by Jared. They're going to see a replay, and again, you're going to see the junior Bozier catch it. Did a nice thing. He got it to the glass quickly before the defense could get there.
Visit Dugan Chevrolet Pontiac at their new facility on State Road 36, Crestwood Crossing in Avon. Dugan Chevrolet Pontiac.
I want to correct something. Jared Bozier is a right-handed player, not a left-handed player.
He is now 4 of 12 this season from the free throw line and missed that shot.
Got fouled on the way to the hoop before Groves was there and took the charge, but the foul occurred before the charge. I'll tell you a story about it. Here comes the replay. There's a good penetration. And you see Bozier Bozier got the foul on the way to the hoop, his second. And Groves was in position to take the charge and did take it, but it was after the foul.
And Dave, with the 2 personals, Bozier goes to the bench, and Ryan McKee, number 44, comes on to replace him. Horan makes his move, and a foul here.
It's on Chad Groves, 24, and Chad just didn't get down the stance and move his feet on that. I'll tell you a story. He was talking about the free throw shooting of Jared Bozier. His father, who played for me, was not a great free throw shooter, but we came here one night to play Sam Alford and the Trojans.
Right.
His dad hit 7 consecutive free throws, and we won the game by 2.
Isn't that something?
He basically won that game for us.
Groves missed the shot, ball knocked out of bounds, and we'll pause for these words. Play back in. Groves missed the shot, missed the follow. Another follow. And coming away with the ball is Anthony Turner. And he is fouled in the act of shooting by Ryan McKee.
That was an easy call, wasn't it? Here comes a replay, and you're going to see Anthony Turner just go one-on-one, hang in the air, cross over with the ball, and McKee says, no, you'll have to make 2 free throws. I'm not going to give you the layup.
Turner misses the first one. We will tell you about Associated Builders and Contractors. The Merit Shop is changing the way construction is done in Indiana. Merit Shops employ 2 out of every 3 construction workers in this state. That's Associated Builders and Contractors, 800-333-9844.
Turner made the second free throw. We're all tied at 12.
Okay, and here comes the Trojans. We have 3:25 left. We are in the first quarter. City Securities, boys, Hall of Fame Classic.
One thing about Bozier getting a couple of fouls, Noblesville probably is the deepest team in this tournament. They're carrying 9 seniors, 7 or 8 of which have started a game.
And a long 3 by Bruce Horan.
I watched him yesterday morning in practice, and I don't think he missed a shot.
Hartley won't go. Nice, good rebound, and the shot missed though by Taylor. Good rebound there, and a nice pass by Monk.
That foul's on McKee of Noblesville on the rebound.
And he's picked up a quick 2.
Here it is. There's a great pass down low from Monk to Taylor, and he wasn't able to get it in. You saw McKee come over the top.
Well, McKee came on to replace Bozier, who picked up 2 personals. Now McKee has 2 personals.
Well, they've got plenty of bodies over here in black uniforms, so they'll be okay.
That's a strength on this club. They have depth.
And Kyle Thomas, number 30, came into the ball game for Noblesville.
And these Millers were the 1997 Hall of Fame champions.
Tom Coverdale led that team, he and Ryan Murray.
See if that's an over and back.
Says it was touched.
Ball was touched.
The Noblesville bench thought it was off Anthony, but
Turner has the ball knocked away very nicely. A heads-up play by Brian Well. And Welsh,
Ryan Welsh
forcing the turnover.
is a junior. He's a real nice point guard. Number 10 right there with the ball.
And that was the 4th Newcastle turnover. 30's Kyle Thomas.
We talked about how deep Noblesville is. They've already played 8 players here in the first quarter, in the first 6 minutes.
15-12 Newcastle leading as Noblesville turns it over.
Bruce Horan created that by just stepping in, and then the Noblesville, by the time the Noblesville player was there, he got it on the fingertips.
Justin Skipper getting set to check in for Noblesville.
And here's another outstanding athlete coming in, Justin Skipper. He's a 6'3 junior. He was the leading player on that undefeated JV team a year ago as a sophomore.
The 10th Noblesville player to get in there. And we have 2:13 left in the first quarter. Newcastle ball. Miller's pressing in the backcourt. Smith. Taylor too deep for, Turner too deep for the shot.
Looked like Turner might have shuffled his feet there. The Noblesville bench was calling for the travel.
That's Horan.
That's
And a battle for the board.
foul on Newcastle.
And that'll be on Thomas Jackson. Number 42. His first personal. Newcastle leading by 3.
Team fouls. Newcastle only has 2. Noblesville has 6 already.
1:45 left in the first quarter. That's a 3. It won't go. Nor will the follow. Battle for the rebound. Ryan Lally, number 20, in there as well.
Tell you what, Noblesville's having a tough time finishing those shots down inside. Watch out. This is a pretty easy shot on this foul shot right here. Just doesn't get it over the front edge.
1.5 minutes left. We are in the first quarter. Newcastle ball, and the Trojans have a 3-point lead. Horan making his move. That's a 3. It's good by Anthony Turner. And Turner now has 7 points. A 7-0 Newcastle run, Dave.
One of the problem with playing 9 or 10 kids, it takes about 30 seconds or a minute for everybody to get used to the game. And so while that's happening, the opponent can open up a little bit of a lead. And Newcastle has done that, opened up a 6-point lead with the second 5, so to speak, in the game. And Aaron Monk's about ready to re-enter for Noblesville.
Dave, Newcastle is 4 of 4 from 3-point range. Horan has the rebound.
Well, that young man with the ball right there, Horan, as you just pointed out, is an excellent 3-point shooter.
Number 20, Lally.
Foul on Ryan Lally, his first. And we'll tell you that Arturo's Restaurant is located at 2727 East 86th Street. My favorite Italian restaurant in Indianapolis.
Bruce Horan's going to get a 1-and-1, and he's a 73% shooter. Talk about their 3-point shooting hour. Horan's 37%, Anthony Turner 43%, and Ben Smith, number 40, is 47%. All excellent from outside that arc. So this is not just a one-time thing with them.
That is Corey Criswell, number 44, who's just come in. And Noblesville hasn't scored in over 4 minutes, Dave.
They went into a drought. I think Jared Bozier baked the last shot, and you're right, it's been about 4 minutes since they've marked.
Horan, who is a 71% free throw shooter, makes them both. And now it's an 8-point Newcastle lead. Here's Brian Welsh. Monk.
Newcastle staying that 1-3-1 zone. It's been good to them so far.
And the ball out of bounds, a turnover.
Two things there. That pass was thrown a little high and hard, but I think you got to go up and catch that. Darren Monk, 45. His brother played for me and was a very good player for Noblesville.
Dave was the head coach at Noblesville. My partner, Dave Nicholson, for 16 years.
I think I'd take one shot with 20 seconds, but it's interesting to see each coach's philosophy. We'll see what Newcastle does.
15 seconds left in the quarter. Newcastle ball and an 8-point lead.
We talk about this every time. I wouldn't shoot it to about 5.
Well, he shoots. It's no good as Minyard missed the shot. 4 seconds. They have time to get a shot away.
They'll get one.
It'll count if it goes. No, in and out. In and out by Kyle Thomas. And that's the end of the first quarter with the score Newcastle 20, and Noblesville 12. We'll be right back. Newcastle Subway sandwiches, State Road 3 in Newcastle. Reminds everybody, make a New Year's resolution. Eat healthier in 2002. Eat at Subway. And we also will tell you that Best Western Rangery Inn in Newcastle is a great place to stay. Comfortable rooms, reasonable rates, indoor pool, game room, dining room, and lounge. Phone 765-521-0100.
Well, Howard, we had a combination in the first quarter of good shooting by Newcastle, and we just got our stats in. They were 5 of 8, 63%, and behind the 3-line, they were 4 of 4, 100%, whereas Noblesville only hit 40%, so that's the difference in the ballgame.
It's Noblesville ball. Newcastle's on a 9-0 run as we begin the second quarter.
Nice
Good
fake.
fake. And a whistle and a foul.
Nice move there by Darren Monk. As you said, he used the shot fake, got in position to draw the foul.
Big B Rubbish Removal and Buster Cement Products are proud supporters of the Newcastle Trojans. And a whistle underneath.
That's going to be foul on Darren Monk going over the top, and he looks puzzled, but I thought that was a good call. I thought you got to get inside position.
And we'll also tell you that Big 8 Rubbish Removal and Buster Cement Products located on Old Spiceland Road in Newcastle.
A previous foul was on Anthony Turner of Newcastle, and then this one's on Darren Monk. And we've got Newcastle in the bonus, and it's 7 minutes, 39 seconds to go in the first half. So they're going to be at the free throw line a lot this quarter.
And Minyard makes the first. It is now 21-12. An 11-0 Newcastle run, Dave.
Well, I fully expect the Millers from Noblesville to make a run of their own and get back in there.
There's a foul. That'll be on Anthony Turner, and that's 2 on him.
Well, he's got to be a little careful because he's an excellent ball handler, the primary ball handler. He just reaches in here. You'll see he's riding the hip there. He just reaches. And Coach Bennett said, why create that kind of foul out there?
Going all the way, and let's see if it counts.
It will, I think.
I believe so, too. Chad Groves, it counts in a foul.
Watch Groves here. He weighs 220, but he's very quick with the feet, and he splits the defenders, draws the contact, and fouls on Horan.
And a basket, obviously, that Noblesville desperately needed. He misses the free throw, though. Bruce Horan committing his first personal. And this is Horan.
He'll back you off with that dribble and then take the jumper.
Turner. And a very nice move. You don't see that often at the baseline today.
Well, you don't often see that quick a first step.
That's right.
Anthony Turner has a very quick first step.
He is 3 of 3 from the floor, and Darren Monk gets it right back.
They're changing defenses. They do it by calling. They're calling the white defense right now. Comes back into a 2-3 zone.
Minyard over to Turner. 6:40 left in the second quarter. Newcastle ball leading by 8. Ball knocked away and out of bounds. Last touch by Jared Bozier.
Good call. Penetration by Anthony Turner, and Bozier got his long hand in there and knocked it out of bounds.
6:31 left in the half.
Watch
Smith
for
inbound.
Horan, they'll reverse it.
Here's Minyard. Cross court to Horan. Turner. And missing the shot. A nice move by Criswell, but he missed the shot. Well, they moved the ball nicely there.
That was a great step-through move by Criswell, but he just didn't finish the layup. Great move.
Really like the way Newcastle moved the ball there. Patience.
Tell you what, Anthony Turner is flirting with his third foul. He's so aggressive on defense. It's just hard for him not to go 100%, and he has 2 personals.
It's Noblesville ball, throws for 3, won't go. And the rebound, Horan. Bruce Horan. Turner, he did it again. Turner, who has 12 points. Timeout. 5:38 left in the second quarter. It's Newcastle by 11. We'll be right back. Upcoming after this game, number 1 versus number 2 in the state, Bloomington North and New Albany, right here, the Hall of Fame Classic on TV 40. First Merchants Bank of Hamilton County has 6 convenient locations to serve you. Carmel, Noblesville, Westfield, and now Fishers. That's First Merchants Bank of Hamilton County. Okay, play back in. An 11-point Newcastle lead. 5:35 left. No foul call there, and there certainly was contact.
There was contact, and that would have been 3 on Turner. That's why Coach McCullough really wanted that call, and frankly should have had the call. They set a nice pick.
And long 3 will not go. Bozier about to grab the rebound, and he's fouled.
It's going to be on Corey Criswell, his first personal. You're going to see a replay here, and you're going to see Jared Bozier, 42, checking out in black. Watch 44 in white. Criswell just go over the back. Not the kind of call or foul that your coach wants, because Bozier had great position. Let it go back. Get on the defense.
Here's Welsh. Over to Taylor. Back outside. Welsh. 3. Way off. And a good rebound, but he missed the shot, and the follow is good, though, by Darren Monk. Good rebound by Bozier. He missed, but Monk followed.
Got a good look at how long Jared Bozier's arms are. He's the same height off the floor when he jumps, but his arms go another 6 inches.
9-point lead. Turner in traffic, and he's fouled.
It's going to be 3 on Jared Bozier, in my opinion. If it is, that's a big factor.
You're right, it is, and he may go back on the bench.
Nope. Well, here's the replay, and Jared just reaches there. That's just not a good foul at this point. Let him go. Or if you can't move your feet over there in time, don't reach, because you're certainly going to get a foul if you reach. And Noblesville has a lot of bodies, but they do not have another 6'7".
And he will sit down, and Kyle Thomas at 6'3" will replace him.
See, they lost 4 inches in height on that substitution.
Thomas Jackson has checked in for Newcastle. He replaces Corey Criswell as Turner makes the first, and Anthony has 13 points.
Quite a half.
Make it 14. He's averaging 12.8 per game. So averaging 12.8. He's got 14 already. And we have 4.5 to go in the second quarter.
Newcastle started in that 1-3-1. They stayed with it, and it's worked very well. Noblesville's really not getting that many open looks. Should get some shots along the baseline and free throw line extended on a 1-3-1. You got to straddle the point guard, step your guards in now to the top of the key. If you look over here, you're going to see Welsh open.
And that is a 3, and it's good. The bucket there by Kyle Thomas, who just checked in a moment ago.
It's the corner shot that we said should be open against that zone.
Here is Turner.
Noblesville's got that lead down to single digits.
And there's a dish off in a bucket by Bruce Horan. And I'll tell you something. I thought they might call an offensive foul on
I was
Turner
going to
there.
say that. Noblesville's doing a good job of getting in front of Turner. They're wanting to pick up that third one, and that's 2 times they could have really called it on him. So I still think Anthony Turner's got to be a little bit careful.
Well, here's a foul. Let's see who it's on.
Down on the inside, 42 for Newcastle, I think.
2 on Jackson, Thomas Jackson.
Noblesville's now in the bonus for the rest of the half with 3:33 to go.
Daniel Cox, number 33, checks in for Newcastle. You mentioned that about Turner. 2 times he's hit guys and they've gone down, but neither time has a foul been called.
And I'm sure that was by design by Noblesville to give his 3rd foul call.
And the free throw by Darren Monk is good.
Darren is one of the most consistent players on Noblesville's team, night in and night out.
Noblesville 1 of 3 from the line. Make it 2 of 4, while Newcastle, Dave, is 10 of 11. There's Minyard. That's one thing as a coach I would think bothered you over the years if the opposition went to the free throw line many more times than you did.
Yeah, it's not so much the percentage in that, it's the discrepancy in the numbers taken. That means Noblesville's got to attack the basket more.
Horan, it's a 3 for Bruce Horan. His 3rd 3 of the game, and he has 13 points.
Boy, he has a pretty shot. It's good arch on it. He gets good lift on the jump. Very good shooter, Horan.
It's Noblesville ball. 2:55 left, and that's a 3 if it goes. It does not, as the shot was missed by Kyle Thomas, who a moment ago made a 3. Newcastle ball. Baseline move in the bucket by Bruce Smith.
He's got great body control by Bruce Smith. He comes in there, jumps around the defender, and banks it in.
Timeout Noblesville. 2:36 left in the half, and the Trojans have opened up a 13-point lead. We'll be right back. Goodwin Brothers, Dodge, Chrysler, and Plymouth. State Road 3 in Newcastle has the lowest price of the year sale. It ends 5 p.m. December 31st. Goodwin Brothers, State Road 3 in Newcastle. And the ball belongs to Noblesville. And the Millers are down by 13 as Newcastle has its biggest lead of the game.
I talked about the 3-point shooting of Newcastle.
And that's a 3. Won't go as Thomas misses.
Newcastle is 6 of 7 behind the 3 line, 86%. And they're shooting from the 2-point range, 10 of 15 for 67. That's outstanding shooting in there.
2:17 left in the half.
Got to throw it.
5 seconds.
You got to cut to the ball. The guy out of bounds can't do anything but stand there until his teammates get open. They got to cut to the ball in the seam of that zone. And I know Coach McCall is pretty frustrated right now.
It had been a turnover-free second quarter for both teams until that. Minyard. That's a 3. And it's scored by Daniel Cox.
Freshman Daniel Cox. Interesting yesterday morning, Coach Bennett was, like most coaches, yelling a little bit. He says, come on, Daniel, you can't play like a freshman. I said, Coach, he is a freshman.
And that's a 3. It doesn't go. In deep, throws. Won't go. Lally.
Newcastle needs to check out a little bit. This is the 3rd shot that the Millers are going to get while they're on this one possession.
And that's a 3 by Lally that won't
They're
go.
going to get 4.
Correction, I said
Oh,
Wells.
my.
It was a month a moment ago who missed that shot.
Miller's had 3 opportunities there and almost 4, and Coach Bennett says, where's our checkout?
Dave, Noblesville is 1 of 11 from three-point range.
And Newcastle has only missed one, 86% from 3. That's the difference right there.
Inside the bucket, no basket. Offensive foul on Criswell.
Yep.
At Westfield Lighting, there's no lighting project too small or too big. Westfield Lighting and proprietor Mike Hudson is a Noblesville graduate.
There was a player control foul.
Chad Groves did a nice job of sliding over and taking that charge. And Criswell made a great move around his man, and he didn't expect the help side to be quite that close.
1:05 left in the half. Here's Monk. Another 3, and they keep throwing. And that is a big bucket. It counts in a foul for Todd Vogelsong.
Here's a replay, and you're going to see Vogelsong rebound, get good balance, takes it up, and Criswell fouls him for his 3rd personal foul. And you're going to see Vogelsong follow up his field goal with a free throw.
You know Perry Vogelsong, relative to Todd's at Clancy's, Branstone Charles.
That's his cousin. There he is, Todd's cousin.
Todd completes a 3-point play. The 11th, Todd is the 11th Noblesville player to see action in this half. Out of bounds. It will belong to the Trojans.
Watch this replay. I don't know if we'll get a good shot.
Here's
I
Mendez.
think Chad Groves got a hand on that ball.
Good Smith. Battle for the board. Will check out the foul.
I believe that's going to be on Todd Vogelsong as he got tangled up inside there. It is. It's Todd Vogelsong's first personal.
Vogelsong, his first team head.
And Todd will shoot.
Got Alan Lyon there, I believe, at the line, and I don't think he scored yesterday. He has now.
Alan Lyon, a 6'7" senior. Makes the first one.
He's at 80% on the season, so he's a pretty good free thrower.
42 seconds left in the half, so he makes them both.
I tell you what, Newcastle has played a great half of basketball. That's one thing that Noblesville can take a little resource in, because they know Newcastle cannot play better than they have in this first half.
And a battle for the ball there. And a whistle and a foul. Athletes Chiropractic wants to get you back into peak performance by providing specialized chiropractic care. They're located in Noblesville. Call them for an appointment at 774-8780. Across from Goodwill.
The foul was on Bruce Horan for Newcastle, his 2nd. And you're going to have Darren Monk at the line shooting 2, as we're both teams now are in the double bonus.
And Monk misses the first. He has got 8 points. It's a 15-point Newcastle lead with 25 seconds left in the half. And Monk makes the second one. Let's see if the Trojans play for the last shot. They call a timeout.
They were forced into that. That's good defense by Noblesville.
Visit Dugan Chevrolet Pontiac at their new facility at Crestwood Crossing in Avon on State Road 36. Dugan Chevrolet Pontiac. Call 317-745-6444. The Merritt Shop is changing the way construction is done in Indiana. Merritt Shop's employed 2 out of every 3 construction workers in Indiana. And call the Associated Builders and Contractors at 800-333-9844. That's Associated Builders and Contractors. Okay, after this game, Dave, we got number 1 versus number 2.
Everyone in the state's looking forward to seeing the next game. You've got New Albany rated number 2 in the state versus Bloomington North, number 1 in the state. That'll be on at 2:30, just following this ball game.
15 seconds left in the half, and here's a foul. You don't want to commit a foul out there at midcourt.
No, that foul was on Chad Groves, and sometimes Chad is so strong that instead of moving his feet, he plays a little too much defense with his hands. The only good thing, if you're Noblesville, they have shot the ball for me. They have handled the ball okay. They haven't made that many errors. And again, Newcastle has played so well. You've got to feel they cannot play that well in the second half. So that gives you a little encouragement. All we have to do is come out and shoot the ball. If you're the Noblesville coach, you're saying, all we have to do is come out and hit our shots, and we're going to be right back in the ballgame.
Minyard, Nate Minyard at the line, makes the first. He has 3 points on 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Make it 4 of 4, and Newcastle has just shot extremely well from the line and from the floor.
16 points, difference, 10 seconds, Howard.
14 of 15 from the free throw line for Noblesville, for Newcastle, I'm sorry. Ball knocked out of bounds with 6.3 seconds left in the half.
One thing about Newcastle's kids, they go on the floor. When the ball's loose, they are after it. I really respect the way Coach Bennis gets his kids to do that.
Brian Welsh inbounding. Plenty of time for a shot. Here's Monk. Monk for 3 and a hand in his face, and that is the end of the first half.
Made him double pump.
His score at halftime, Newcastle 43, Noblesville 27, and we'll be right back. There is your halftime score. Newcastle leading Noblesville 43-27. Time for our Watson's trivia question. Who has scored the most points in a boys Hall of Fame game here in the state of Indiana? Watson's open 7 days a week. Their after Christmas sale is in progress as we speak. Phone 823-4448. And they're located on Pendleton Pike, about 5 miles east of I-465. Okay, that Watson's trivia question. Who has scored the most points in a boys Hall of Fame game? The answer, Delray Brooks in 1983. He played for Michigan City Rogers, scored 40 in his semifinal game. And Michael Lewis, the grandson of current Hall of Fame President Eugene Cato, scored 38. He was second in a consolation game. We'll be back in just a moment.
There's your score. The red-hot shooting Newcastle Trojans 43, the Noblesville Millers 27. Let's take a look at the halftime highlights. First of all, for Noblesville, nice pass inside to Jared Bozier, the big 6'7" center for 2. Now you're going to see 45, Darren Monk out of the corner for a nice jump shot. Darren had a good half. For Newcastle, their big-time shooter, number 3, Bruce Horan, on one of his many three-point shots. And the other gun this half, Anthony Turner from the corner for 3. Outstanding highlights. And here's the halftime stats, and you'll see the big differences in field goal percentage. Newcastle, 11 of 17 for 65%. That's outstanding. And Noblesville, very poor, 10 of 31, 32%. Three-pointers, even a bigger difference. Look at Newcastle, 7 out of 9, 78%. Noblesville shot 13 and hit only 1 for 8%. That tells you the story of the ball game. Many more free throws by Newcastle. They hit 14 of 15, which means they're taking the ball to the basket strong. Noblesville only tipped at 7 and hit 4. Turnovers, no problem for either team. Noblesville 5, Newcastle 4. We'll return with the third quarter in just a moment.
We get ready for period 3. First Merchants Bank of Hamilton County has 6 convenient locations to serve you. Carmel, Noblesville, Westfield, and now First Merchants Bank of Hamilton County.
Newcastle gets the ball first here to start the second half, Howard, and they're holding a 16-point lead.
Nate Minyard And here's Horan with a three, and he's got it. Wow, long range. And that is his fourth three-point field goal.
I'm so amazed at this Bruce Horan because he looks so comfortable shooting from about any range. He doesn't look like he's straining the shot. It's just a nice, level, comfortable shot for him.
Davies 4 of 4 from three-point range.
I told you, I watched him practice yesterday. I don't think he missed a shot the whole practice.
Here's Turner pulling up. And Anthony Turner. And that is it. He's got 17.
I'll tell you what, Newcastle just come out and opened up a 22-point lead with those two shots. And that puts Noblesville in a situation where they've got to take their time, get good shots, not rush.
Well, I'll tell you, Dave, you made a good point there. I mean, as Thomas shoots and misses, so he might have had a walk underneath there, but Groves just got the bucket. I thought he might have shuffled
I
his
agree
feet.
with you.
Anyway, it was so important for Noblesville, down by 16, to come out strong in the early moments of the second half. And what happens? Newcastle hits 2 threes.
Bust 2 threes and open the lead up.
And here's a foul.
And that's going to be number 4 on Jared Bozier. And he just hasn't given himself an opportunity to show what he can do today because he's been in serious foul trouble almost from the opening whistle. And Jared Bozier is going to have an outstanding career. And you're going to see here strong post up. And Jared went down and swatted and caught part of the head, and that was a foul.
And Ben Smith misses the free throw. 6:42 left, third quarter. And Bozier will go to the bench, Dave, with a 4 personal.
Ryan McKee, the senior, 6'5" senior, comes in. He's got a little more weight than Jared, and he's going to have to play now.
And the second one's good. And when McKee came in to replace Bozier when he picked up a quick 2, McKee then picked up 2 personals.
McKee's father, Steve McKee, is the owner of Noblesville Soft Water, a good sponsor for us, and has been loyal to Channel 40 for a long time.
Here's Groves. Thomas, and it's a 2 for Kyle Thomas, who now has 5 points. Here's Horan. Nice pass inside. The 3-man underneath, the bucket and the foul as Thomas Jackson scores and is fouled as well.
Ryan McKee, who just came in to replace Bozier with 4, just picked up his 3rd. And the mistake there was McKee left his feet.
Horan is quite a player. Fine pass there from Bruce. Free throw no good. 6:05 left to go in the third quarter as Darren Monk makes a move, and he leads Noblesville with 11.
He's one of the Millers, maybe the only one that showed up and played to his potential today, Darren Monk. He's played outstanding, and he's trying to carry the load.
A beautiful pass from Turner inside to Jackson.
Sign of a good ball club and good coaching is the adjustment that a team makes. He got 6, Hartley, for example, got 6 points in the first quarter, and they made the defensive adjustment. Chris Hartley has not scored since the first quarter.
Thomas Jackson committing his 3rd personal. Outside, the free man is Groves.
They just have found Chris Hartley, and whenever he gets the ball, they're on.
And a fine move to the hoop by Chad Groves, the 6'3" senior, who now has 6 points.
Well, I think Noblesville's going to have to go into a pressure defense, get some turnovers, at least force the issue a little bit.
Moran is short this time. Jackson follows and is fouled, and it counts in a foul.
Anytime Steve Bennett, the coach at Newcastle, brought somebody in, they responded, and you're going to see Jackson checking out down low. He establishes good position, and that's the key. 2 hands on the rebound. We tell coaches, as coaches tell players, go with the rebound with 2 hands.
Right. Steve Bennett, a Marshall High School man in Eastern Illinois. Dave McCullough, LaVille High School and Manchester College. 2
outstanding coaches, both of those guys can coach. Steve Bennett spent many years at the University of Evansville as assistant to Jim Cruz before coming here. Dave McCullough, past president of the IBCA, Indiana Basketball Coaches Association, and just not only a good person, but an outstanding coach as well. I'm a big fan of Dave McCullough.
Grossman, a nice pass to Hartley inside, but he missed the shot. And a foul.
Justin Skipper.
It is on Justin Skipper. It's his first, and Newcastle won the state championship in 1932.
I like the look of this junior Justin Skipper. He's got a 6'3", athletic kid, can run the court and do some things.
Jackson missed the shot. Look at Turner battling, comes away with the rebound.
Here's the foul. I believe that's going to be on Justin Skipper again, number 32 for Noblesville, and quickly he picked up second foul. Look at the difference of the 3 points, folks, there at home. Noblesville 1 of 13. They haven't attempted one this half. Newcastle 9 out of 11. That is as good as it gets from the 3-point line.
Skipper commits his second personal. Turner, who is 5'9" and wrestled the ball away from 6'3" Justin Skipper, makes the first.
Dennis Casey just pointed out a good point. That's a 24-point difference behind the 3-line, and they only lead by 20. So if you want to point to one thing, and Newcastle's got a lot of things you can point out. They played well defensively. They shot their free throws well. They haven't turned it over. They played good defense. They've done everything very, very well. Give them all kinds of credit.
And Newcastle has a big advantage to the free throw line as well.
Comes a new player, Alex Petit, for Noblesville.
The 12th Noblesville player to see action, and he replaces Justin Skipper, who leaves with 3 personals. There's a
go.
three. Horan, no.
Well, I'm shocked when he misses one.
Hartley has it. Look at that defensive play by Horan.
He'll make Butler a good player. Newcastle has had a steady stream of talent going down to Butler. They have 2 outstanding players down there now.
Bruce Horan off the dribble. Throws pass inside, and Fogelsong is fouled. And we'll tell you that Goodwin Brothers, Dodge, Chrysler, Plymouth, State Road 3 in Newcastle has their lowest price of the year sale. It ends at 5 p.m. December 31st. Indiana's oldest car dealership, Goodwin Brothers, State Road 3 in Newcastle. Dennis Kinzer, general manager there. He's announcing with John Fox on the local broadcast on radio. Second one is good. It's a 21-point Newcastle lead.
You notice even though Newcastle has a nice lead, they're still moving the ball. They're only taking good shots.
Turner makes a move. Turner has played his aggressive game despite picking up 2 quick personals and hasn't picked up the third.
You know, I think Anthony Turner only knows how to play one way. Watch him split here. He comes with that left-handed dribble, picks it up. He did this in the first half. Splits the defender so well to draw the contact. And that last foul was on number 22 of Noblesville, Alex Petit.
Athletes Chiropractic wants to get you back into peak performance by providing specialized chiropractic care. Athletes Chiropractic in Noblesville. Phone number is 774-8780. Most insurance is accepted.
Anthony Turner hits them both, Howard, and already with 3:45 to go, Newcastle is in the bonus the rest of this half. They did the same thing in the first half.
That's a 3, and it's good by Chris Hartley.
First basket since the first quarter. Where have you been, Chris?
He has 9 points. He had a few quick ones, as you said, in the first. And a baseline move and a tough angle, and the shot won't fall for Ben Smith.
He made that shot in the first half. He's got a great knack of floating past the defender. He thinks he's going to get a charge, and Ben Smith controls his body so well he just floats past him.
And a good defensive play by Minyard. That foul no good, but a foul, and we'll pause for these words. Howard Kellman, Dave Nicholson. This is the City Securities Boys Hall of Fame Classic. We had 3 very good games yesterday on the girls' side.
We had excellent basketball yesterday. As I mentioned last night, probably the most competitive game we've ever had in the girls.
Groves makes the first, misses the second. It's a 19-point lead for the Trojans, and they have the ball with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. They led by 8 at the quarter and by 16 at halftime. Horan, 3. No. Rebound, Monk. Coach Rose might have walked there. Hartley. And Ryan Lally is fouled.
And all of a sudden, Noblesville is getting second and third shots, and Coach Bennett's not going to be happy about that. Watch this. That's the rebound coming up. Lally gets the ball. George fakes. The fake work got Ben Smith off his feet, and Ben picked up his.
Visit Dugan Chevrolet Pontiac at their new facility at Crestwood Crossing, State Road 36 on Avon. In Avon, call them at 745-6444. Ryan Lally hits both free throws.
Let me correct that last foul. They put it on Thomas Jackson. That's his 4th personal for Newcastle, and he's since been taken out of the ballgame.
Newcastle ahead by 17. 2:20 left. There's Turner. We're in the third quarter. Turner is fouled as he makes his move. First Merchants Bank of Hamilton County has 6 locations to serve you in Carmel, Noblesville, Westfield, and now in Fishers. You can ask them about the 7-month CD and the 36-month Sure Step CD. First Merchants Bank of Hamilton County.
That last foul was on Chad Groves, his 3rd, and Anthony Turner back to the free throw line, and he made the first one.
Turner is 8 of 10 from the free throw line. He has 21 points, Dave. Make it 22, and 8 of those in this third quarter.
Anthony Turner has had an outstanding afternoon.
And he's played well throughout the game.
Actually, an outstanding morning, I guess.
2:02 left in the third quarter. And that is number 4 on Corey Criswell.
Well, if you coach Bennett, you're seeing a little bit of what you don't want to see in your ball club. I think they're letting down just a little bit on defense. And you're seeing them not be quite as patient on offense as you'd want to with a nice lead. So I think he'll talk to them.
Ryan Lally hits a 3. It's a 16-point game with 1:45 left in the third quarter.
It's on Welsh, his first, I believe.
Welsh commits the personal.
Welsh is a player, the future for the Millers. He's going to be an outstanding point guard. Of course, Bozier saddled with 4 personals, or junior, 6'7". He's going to be a nice center.
Turner makes the free throw. And he makes that one as well.
He's almost Mr. Automatic up there.
What a great game he's had. He has 24 points. And he's right from the outset, he took the initiative.
Yep, they came out very aggressive with it on the offensive end, and he's been able to beat people off the dribble all day.
I'll tell you another impressive Newcastle stat, Dave. The Trojans only have committed 4 turnovers, and they haven't turned the ball over since the first quarter.
Yeah, that's outstanding. You know, they have just played extremely well, and as I mentioned, the last 2 or 3 minutes, I think they've let up just a little bit. Coach Bennett will get their attention here at the end of the third quarter, and they'll get back being real serious at both ends.
Here's Horan. And a steal, an excellent defensive play there by Welsh.
Great step in by Welsh.
As soon as we said the turnover thing, they turned it over.
That's just a great
that
play
was a great
by Welsh.
play.
Anticipating and went with the correct hand and made the steal.
Monk with 1:15 left in period 3. Noblesville ball down 18. Monk makes his move but missed the shot. Lyon with a rebound. And I believe it's on Darren Monk, and if it is, it's his 3rd.
It is. It is and it is.
Football 45.
You're going to see it here. Now, they wait a long time on this. As you see, Lyon come down with the ball, and he's surrounded by 2 Noblesville Millers, and they're just not much of a foul there, folks.
Alan Lyon at the line.
Pretty unusual for Alan Lyon to miss a free throw. He's an 80% free throw shooter on the season as well.
Okay. He makes 1 of 2.
This 1-3-1 zone has been really good to Newcastle today. It's been awfully tough on Noblesville.
19-point lead.
That's short.
That's short, and I'll tell you what, Thomas isn't bashful about shooting those
John Monk
threes.
just committed another foul, and they let it go. He's got to quit going over the top.
Here's Horan. Out to Minyard.
Spread the court. They'll either run the clock out or get a layup.
30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Newcastle ball in a 19-point lead.
They're good with the ball, so they can run this kind of offense very well.
Vogelsong missed the shot. 16 seconds left in the quarter. The ball knocks out of bounds.
It'll be Newcastle basketball, and they're still going to get the last shot. Skipper coming back to the ball game for Noblesville.
And he has a couple of personals.
He plays Kyle Thomas.
15 seconds left, 3rd quarter.
Just take your time getting it up, and the time you get it up there, it's time to go to the hoop and take the last shot of the quarter.
And as you made the point, you make the
Time to
move
go.
with 5 seconds. Right?
Time to go right now.
5 seconds, hooray! And the rebound taken by Hartley. And that is the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Newcastle 64 and Noblesville 45. We'll be right back. Newcastle Subway, State Road 3, reminds everybody, make a New Year's resolution, eat healthier in 2002, and do it at Newcastle Subway. And I'll also tell you about the Best Western Raintree Inn in Newcastle. It's a great place to stay, comfortable rooms, reasonable rates, indoor pool, a game room, dining room, and lounge. Phone 765-521-0100. And a special thanks to Stephanie Neal over at Best Western Raintree. That shot is way off the mark.
Skipper on that miss.
Skipper. And here's Horan in the opening moment of the 4th quarter. And they got Turner hemmed in there.
Take a timeout because he dribbles down to the baseline, and Coach Bennett is pretty upset about that.
Right, he just handed himself into a corner.
Yeah, he went right down to the baseline, and now you really got 4 defenders, 2 sidelines, and 2 people guarding you.
Athletes Chiropractic wants to get you back into peak performance by providing specialized chiropractic care. If you're suffering from low back pain, neck pain, or frequent headaches, call them today at 774-8780 in Noblesville. Upcoming, number 1 versus number 2, Dave Nicholson.
Bloomington North with Sean May, preseason at least pick for Mr. Basketball versus the New Albany Bulldogs. Now we got the big and the little there. New Albany's small, quick. Sean May's big.
New Albany doesn't have a starter over 6'2", so they're going to have their work cut out.
They'll press, run, and shoot. I'm looking forward to seeing both teams play.
7.5 to go in the game. It's Newcastle ball. Smith lost the ball as he made a move on the baseline.
Noblesville still trying to play good defense and got a good knockaway there. Nice pass.
And a baseline move by Monk. Wins the basket. And Lyon rebounds.
That thing touched every part of the rim except the inside. Stats this quarter tell the story. Newcastle's 55% from 2. Noblesville only 36%. 3-point, 64% for Newcastle. 17%. 3 of 18 for Noblesville. That's the story.
Here's Horan. And a steal, but a foul on Adam Taylor. Got to reach.
Watch the replay and see what happens to Taylor here. See if he does reach in.
At the line for Newcastle, Bruce Horan.
He got the basketball. But I tell you, players, if you reach, the referee's going to call the foul. That was not a foul, but if you reach in like that and try to steal the ball on the dribble, most of the time the official's going to call it.
Is the official anticipating there?
Well, it looks like he fouled. I thought he touched him from here, but he didn't. But you just want to try to steal a pass. Don't try to steal the ball from a dribble.
Horan misses them both, and that is mighty unusual.
Well, he's missed his last couple of threes. He's human.
And they may have just let up a bit, too. They know they have another game to play tonight, and they've got a big lead. 19 points in the fourth quarter. Here's Turner.
Turner on the move.
Ball batted away from behind by Adam Taylor.
It's a great play there by Taylor coming in from the back. Saved the layup. Be interesting, 19-point deficit, as you said, for Noblesville. Be interesting to see, you're going to see the knockaway by Taylor here. That's a good play. He went with the inside hand, which you should. If he'd gone with the right hand, they probably would have called a foul.
It's got to help Newcastle not only playing the first game, but getting a big lead. They were up 22 in the opening moment of the third quarter, and then they could relax a little bit.
And you would think, if this lead maintains,
The tip in by Allen.
you would think that 3 minutes, coach will clear the bench and let the varsity starters get even more reps.
And when I say relax, that doesn't imply they're not trying and playing, but they know they have another game to go tonight.
Nice take there by Chris Hartley. Chris Hartley there, you see that's a free throw line on your screen, is an outstanding player for Noblesville. He takes it with the left-handed dribble and he splits the defender. We've seen so many players on the team do that today. It's a very good move for an offensive player.
Hartley makes the free throw.
If you're going to be a complete player, Howard, you got to be able to dribble the basketball. It doesn't matter if you're a forward or center or guard. You got to be able to dribble.
Noblesville is 9 of 14 from the free throw line. Make it 10 of 15. You like that kind of roll. That's a shooter's roll.
That means it's a soft touch, exactly. And Chris Hartley has a soft touch. He's very good along the baseline.
He's got 11 points. He's averaging 19 a game. 19-point Newcastle lead. 6:10 left in this contest. That's Horan.
Newcastle's doing a lot of just trying to break you down off the dribble.
Turner flipping it over. Smith missed the shot. They keep it alive.
Then it says, get it back on top and let's run something.
Horan, not this time. Missed a few lately. Newcastle's won 53 sectionals, Dave.
You know, that was when we had one class, and a lot of these big schools had sectionals. I'm not taking anything away from that, but a lot of big schools had the county schools come in with maybe a fifth of the enrollment. So that's a key part in that. You go to Lafayette, Jeff, Muncie, you can see the same kind of numbers, but in all reality, they were playing schools much smaller than they were many times.
Well, they've also won 17 regionals, 3 semi-states.
Great tradition here.
His fifth 3 of the game. 5:15 to go. Lining us a bit of Steve Alford with those 3s. Think of some of the great Newcastle teams. You think of Steve Alford. You think of Ken Benson.
I spoke with Steve's father, Sam, last week on the phone. Sam's going to be inducted in the Basketball Hall of Fame this March. Very deserving award, outstanding guy. Things are going very well for the Alfords in Iowa.
Also Ray Pavey.
Oh, what a great scorer he was, and what a great guy. And Ray's been in and out of the hospital, a little sickness, and we send him our very best.
I dealt with Steve his years at IU, interviewed him frequently. It's always a pleasure to be around and talk to, win or lose, very professional.
Great family.
Bruce Horan rebounds.
And they have 5 new Millers coming into the game here. They're reporting at the scorer's bench as we speak.
And you would expect that Steve Bennett, as you said, will clear his tent in a moment as well. Ahead by 21, 4:54 to go.
I'll tell you what, Ben Smith was a little farther from the basket than he thought, and he took a long step and got a travel call. All you have to do is take one, what we call crab dribble. Crab dribble is about 8 inches off the floor so no one can reach in and steal it. And that's a good post move. One really low dribble and bust up, power to the basket.
That 3 is no good.
Look out, Anthony Turner.
He was pushed from behind there.
Sandwiched. Guy in front, he got him. Guy behind got him.
Not that hard. He didn't push him that hard,
No.
but he did push him a bit.
Football 22, Petit is second. At the line.
Here's a replay of Anthony Turner putting in left hand. Yep, got pushed from the back by the Millers, and that was number 22, Petit.
Well, Turner makes it. He makes them both. Turner's 14 of 15 from the line. Make it 13 of 15 is the bucket there by Jared Bozier.
Basket by Bozier.
4:20 to go, and Newcastle leads by 21.
Oh, Anthony Turner for Newcastle, I have him for 26 points. That's just a great day. He's only averaging 12. That's more than twice his average.
Horan missed. See if they call that a charge. They do. It is on Alex Petit.
Versus on 22.
Mignard paid the price for that. You can see with his hands on his hip. Now watch Mignard, number 10 in white, just stand there. Got hit on the chin a little bit. And he took a lick, but for the team. That foul was number 3 on 22.
4 minutes left in the game. Turner. No, as he misses the 3, and here is Bozier rebounding. Petit.
Newcastle's still getting it after on defense, Howard, and they're up by 21, but they're playing very hard on the defense. I would expect in the next half minute that Coach Bennett might give the starters rest for the day.
Horan has certainly cooled off with several shots.
He really has.
But the outcome obviously not in doubt, and that's a nice move, and I believe they'll count it.
Chad Groves.
They will count a foul for Chad Groves, and we'll pause for these words. Henry County Sports Medicine wants to help you reach your peak performance. Call 765-521-1131, the official provider of sports medicine services for Newcastle High School athletics.
Groves knocks it in to complete a three-point play. 3:22 to go, our 18-point spread.
Here's Minyard.
Whether in their spread offense, they're going to leave it open. You're going to see Minyard or you're going to see Turner take it down the middle. If not, they'll just let the clock tick.
And a whistle.
It's going to be on Darren Monk. That's Darren's fourth. It is. And Coach McCullough thought that could have easily been a steal. You got to take chances. Good hustle play.
3:05 left in the game. Nate Minyard at the free throw line. We'll get one more.
You know, Nate Minyard's a kid you'd like to have on your team. He doesn't worry about the offense. He just takes care of the basketball, handles it safely, plays great defense, does a good job of getting the ball to the right people on his team.
And the short jump by Fulkelson won't go, and a good rebound by Horan.
Noblesville has missed a ton of easy shots today, the three-footers. Now, I understand they had to shoot them quickly because Newcastle is hustling on the defense, but normally I've got to think they would make those.
And they've also missed a lot of threes. .229 left to go. It's Anthony Turner. Noblesville is 3 of 20 from three-point range.
Newcastle's just in their four corners, spread offense, just letting the clock go away, trying to draw the foul. If they get a layup, they'll take it.
Fulkelson knocks it out of bounds. 2:15 to go in the game. Subway sandwiches, State Road 3 in Newcastle, reminds everybody, make a New Year's resolution. Eat healthier. In 2002, eat at Subway.
Newcastle's pretty good at the basketball. They got 4 people out there that can handle the ball. Minyard, Turner, Horan handles it well.
And he still has Horan. Steve Bennett still has Horan and Turner, who
He's got
worked very hard, still in the game.
Starting lineup in there.
With Ben 50 to go.
There's a big guy that handles the ball well, Ben Smith. Right there with the dribble.
.140 to go.
Doing it pretty efficiently.
And a foul here on Darren Monk.
That'll be all for Darren Monk. That's his 5th. And there's a young 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 points to have him for, and just played a good 4 game. As I mentioned earlier, he may be the most consistent player as for giving a total effort every night.
Do you know why Steve Bennett has kept his regulars still in there?
No, each coach knows his ball club and knows his people. So I leave that up to the coach.
Free throw won't go for Smith. 1:37 to go. And it's a 21-point Newcastle lead with a minute and a half left to play. And that is a 3. It is good by Alex Petit.
Big shot for Alex, his first mark of the day. His father, Bob, is a teacher at Noblesville High School and is in charge of the audiovisual program.
Which you were for many years.
Right. Alex had an older brother that played for Millers a few years ago.
1 minute left in the game. And an 18-point lead for the Trojans. Horan. Trojans will meet the winner of the Bloomington North New Albany game. 40 seconds to go.
Just winding it down. Well, it's been one team that I feel has played great in Newcastle. They played just a great basketball game, and one team that I'm sure is going to be very disappointed in how they played this morning. Be interesting to see how both teams come back tonight, see if Newcastle can duplicate their good play of the morning, and certainly Noblesville will be eager to get back on the court and play a little better in the consolation game.
And we will have the championship game for you tonight at 10:30. 8 seconds to go. 2 seconds. And that is it here in game number 1. The final, Newcastle 74, Noblesville 56. We'll be right back.
There's your final score. Newcastle 74, Noblesville 56. And the Reeves Buick Pontiac play of the game. One of his many three-pointers, number 3, Bruce Horan. And that was the one to start the second half. And if you remember, they came out and hit 2 in a row and just broke the game wide open. The Reeves Buick Pontiac play of the game.
Okay, Dave Nicholson. So Newcastle wins it 74-56. There's your final upcoming. Number 1 versus number 2 in the state of Indiana. Bloomington North against New Albany for Dave Nicholson and the entire TV 40 crew. I'm Howard Kellman. Goodbye, everybody.